Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Oma FS. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys how to catch up entering while knowing your bias of the trend. When you find out the bias of the trend, you need to find a particular strategy that is going to be working so perfect for you so you'll be able to be making so much money. So if you're new on this particular channel, subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification button so you too can get notified whenever I drop my videos. So what I'm here to do is to help the beginners, people that don't really know about this forest of a thing, to understand the fact of what is really happening inside this industry. So in case if you're finding what I'm saying so difficult, my link is on the description where you're going to be joining my WhatsApp channel, get your signals and learn more about Forex. So let's dive into the chart and I'll show you guys how I was able to catch up with so many multiple trades today, and as well teaching you guys what to do when you find your bias of the trend. All right guys, here I'm going to be showing you guys how to catch your end trend when you find out the bias of your trend, right? So this is good right here, you can see. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to catch up your bias, right? But before then, I want to be going over to the higher time frame. So for people that have not been on my channel before and you're just finding yourself newly on my channel, so this is what I'm going to be showing you right now, how to find the buyer's entry, right? So firstly, you have to go to the higher time frame. Your higher time frame can be your daily or your 4 hour, your weekly, monthly, depending the kind of trader you are, right? So, and this particular strategy is what we can actually still call it a price action, right? Because it's all about reading the present move of the market. So all I'm just here to do is to show you guys how to confirm what the market is actually saying. So I would love you guys to subscribe and always show up to view whenever I drop videos as this, right? So right now you can see, forgetting the box that is here, okay, let's start from the daily. Then if you start from the daily, what could you understand right here? Market is actually giving us a liquidity up here, right? So apart from that, we have a fair value gap right here for SMC people, right? So right now we'll go down to the daily and the 4 hours, because it is actually the 4 hours are used in analyzing the market very perfectly. So what can you see right here? You see that this is how I confirm the buys of the market. Then you can see that market is actually uptrend, right? Generally we are uptrend on gold, right? So since we are uptrend, what I confirmed right now is that market, after consolidating on this very zone right here, the market broke into this range, gets to this point, then this zone now happens to be a range that we all know that market will be loving to come back to retest before going to the upside. Then I paste my line there, making that to look like my support, or you call demand, whatever. So right now we see that, and there we have it. And I already took this entry before now. Like this very trade was around Monday, I thought, right? So I already take this entry before now. So what happens next? Right there, I now marked out the high of that very move of the market, then the low, right? Then now here can be a resistance and support, like the two can serve on this very middle line. Then what out of then all these markets are not playing apart from this. So what could you understand? Market pushed up, we tested on the line, then we took ourselves from there to the down. Then the same thing occurs all these very places, all to this very level. Then all you need to know is know the bias of the trend, right? Then this very two trade you are seeing here, this very two trade right here is the trade we took today. And you can see on this very, sorry, this three trade is what we took today. And you can see on the third trade we are still holding this trade, and it's already giving us around $1,000, right? So if you trust your strategy, you can actually work very well trading Forex, right? So all you need to do is to go over to the lower time frame. Your lower time frame can be your 15 minutes, your 1 hour, your 30 minutes, depending where you see the move very clear. I use 15 minutes, I use 30 minutes. But for today, I actually see the market looking very, very neat for me in the 1 hour time frame. So what could you understand here? Let me show you how to catch up the entries from the recaps, right? So right now you can see market was on this zone, then we broke to this zone, to this very zone. Then after retesting to this very zone, we have a massive drawdown to the downside. Then pull a little pull up. That was where we took our entry. Then you can see our this is 1:4. Then you can see before getting to the support, we already took our profit, right? So right there, market pull up again, but I was not actually active to take this particular trade from here, right? So I didn't take this trade. The market now pushed to the upside. Do you understand? The market pushed to the upside. This is good. This is good. I'm talking about gold. Yeah, and you can know if you're actually trading, if you're actually trading like consistency, you can understand that gold is bullish, right? So this very play out happens between all these weeks, right? So these things I'm showing you guys just happened this week, right? So you can see it right here. The market now retested on the resistance again. Then after retesting on the resistance, we have this candle that we call engulfing that engulfed the candle. Then a little pullback. Then if you go to lower time frame, you understand that here is a nice zone, right? Then a little pullback. I took my entry from there to the downside, right? So taking the entry from there to the downside. Then after retesting the range right here, you can see the market consolidated area right here. So that was why I placed this. You can see if you look where you will see this black line on the middle of that range. Then I placed it on the middle of the range because I took my Fibonacci right here. Then I put it from the down here to this very line right here, and you can see that we are around the 50 bucks of the Fibonacci. Then I put my line there. Then I already know that market is going to be getting down to that zone before pulling up, right? So after retesting to the zone, what did the market do? Market started pushing up. Then here we have a little consolidation. Then after the consolidation, we took an entry from there now to the upside. Then getting to the resistance again. Now we have a pull down again. Then we took a sell down to this very support right here from the higher time frame. Then after retesting on the higher time frame right there, now we have it again. Market pull up to this level. Then we have it. We have a range right there, or we also have another inducement. But this very market was able to test the first time. Then the second time we strike to the upside. Then today, this from this zone here was all today, right? From this very zone was all today, right? So right now you can understand that this very market now gets to this zone, this resistance, broke out of the resistance. Then after breaking out from the resistance, we now have a pullback. Then that pullback, the market now have a little pullback to the upside. We take a sell from there, targeting the Fibonacci from the daily time frame, right? So market actually respects the higher time frame more than the lowest time frame. So following the higher time frame bias means a lot for a trade, like a trader. So this is what we have here. Market now pull up to this range again. Then after pulling up to this range again, we find a candle that happened here to happen around this zone. I don't know how to zoom it off for you guys to see. So this is the candle we find that happened around this zone. Then we took a sell from there. Then getting to this point, we are already running around a $2,500, $3,000 around the zone before pulling up to this range. But we are still holding this trade, and you can see how the market is about to react to the downside. We're going to be holding it to this very spot. So catching the pullback and the continuation of the trend is very, very massive when you know the bias of your trend, right? So in case you have any question, don't fail to keep it on the comment section. I'll be there to answer you guys, right? So let's go over to BTC as well. Let me show you the BTC recap on how I use this same method to make good money for myself. You can understand that BTC, as let's start from the daily time frame. Here you can understand that BTC has been on bullish, right? And in a certain point, BTC has been on a consolidation range, or you can actually call it a support and resistance. So before now, you can see that I have this box. down here that happens to be the support. Then I have the higher one that happens to be the resistance. Then you can see this arrow that I put here showing that market is bearish, that we have retested the resistance. Now we are throwing to the downside. Then what did I have to do? Right here is looking chopping, so I don't really know what to do here. Then I went over to the 4-hour time frame. Remember, this is a recap, right? So here we are on the 4-hour time frame. Then what do you see right here? The market was actually strong bearish happened here. Then we'll have a little fake push up. The market happens to break into this range. Then I put there as my support and resistance, or resistance or support. You can see how where I wrote it down right there. Then market happens to tap back into this old demand right there, which happened here. Before how we took these very ones, you can see that market broke into the range, then retested, then came back and retest again. I'll show you guys how the entrance happens on the lower time frame, right? So now this is what we have. We have this first entry, second entry, and this massive third entry, now fourth and fifth, right? So let me show you guys how we all cut that entry. Then if you go on a 1 hour time frame as well, like I said, anywhere you see the market looking so beautiful in your face, like whenever you see market looking so good in what you are saying, like the way you understand it, that is where you're going to be executing your trade, right? Now, this is it. Market bearish move, strong bearish move on this side. Now, market put make a fake push up. Now, close inside this range, consolidated a little bit. Here could have been an entry for this very move, right? Then consolidation for a little bit right here. Now pulled back. Now we now have a pullback again. Now market started creating a range inside this same range, right? So what we happen to understand right here, market now touch a little bit right there. If you go down to 15 minutes, we have a little pull up right there. Then we sell from there, targeting the next liquidities right here. Then after sweeping the liquidity, you can understand the market came back to this zone, saying that this zone now is somewhere that market was actually thinking of coming back to. Then after coming back to that side, I didn't catch up with the trend, because I was actually waiting to confirm the bias of the trend in the 1 hour time frame, right? So I didn't catch up with this trend. Market came back strongly on this zone, and you can see right here, after giving us a strong candle that's supposed to have a pullback into this range so we can sell, market did not give us that, but doesn't mean that it's not coming back to the range, right? So now after pulling up to this very zone, what did you see? Market did not tap into this. Then I marked that as my supply. I'm a supply and demand trader, don't forget. Then I marked that as my supply. Then all this place happens to be liquidity or inducement, right? So right now, how I was able to catch up with this, since the market could not get to this zone, then I marked out the last bullish candle, wait for the market to take it out before I enter the trade. And market take it out, a little pullback into that same range. I took a sell. Then we can see what the market has been doing. Market started playing a little consolidate below the supply. Then finally we get to the supply right there. My stop loss below the support and resistance that you can see right here. Stop loss below that. Then took my entry, a massive entry targeting all the liquidities around this zone. I was targeting all the liquidities around this zone. Then before the liquidities was taken, you can see that market actually played out another rules for us to take another entry. Then what you see here, market gave us an engulfing. We have a consolidation inside this range. Then market gave us an engulfing. Then after engulfing, we have a little pullback, but was not able to tap in. And if you come to understand, this very move that happened here was the same move that happened on this bigger page, right? So the same thing happened here. Then we took it from there 1:6 to the downside. This is 1:10, and here 1:5, right? So this is how we have been taking it. Then after tapping into the demand, this is the demand from the 4-hour time frame, then touching into the demand, we have a quick reject to the upside. Then after that, we didn't see any confirmation from here to take our entry, right? So we come up to this very range, market consolidated, then we see a nice entry model right there. We took our sell, our buy from this zone. You can see right here we have 1:5. And where did I target? I just target nearby liquidities right here.
So 1:5 is already okay for me because I already know that it's going to play to that very zone. So knowing your risk to reward, knowing how much you have, knowing how to manage your account can actually help you a lot, right? So like I said, if you didn't understand what I said on these very videos from the beginning to the end, I have my WhatsApp channel that I'm going to be dropping the link. So you guys are going to jump into the WhatsApp channel and learn more, get free signals, and learn more about this strategy and how to work with them. So subscribe to this channel if you're new and always watch videos whenever I drop